Hi, my name is Kathleen Sanchez, and I am currently a student at Grand Canyon University. I am enrolled in a student teaching course this semester. I am in a special needs small group classroom of 8 kindergarten autistic students at the school that I am student teaching at. This has been a wonderful experience. These children, just their needs are just amazing to watch and see how their brains work and grow. I'm going to go a little more into that in just a few minutes when I get more into my philosophy. But I've been working with children for over 25 years in some aspects or another. But 25 years ago, I started by knowing that children needed to know that they were loved and supported first before they could ever learn to grow academically. This needs to be done in a way that shows them that they're worth something. That was very deeply rooted in my philosophy 20 plus years ago, and it stays very deeply rooted today in my approach on the way I work with students. I've always been drawn to the students that others don't want to work with because they felt that they were too hard to work with, or too much of a behavior problem, or they just didn't have the ability to do it and they didn't know how to reach them. I would take that time to get to know them, find out what makes them quote quote tick, as you say, and find something that inspired them. I felt that was the way God was leading me to reach these children, and I've seen this approach work every day and several times over. So even in the general education classroom that I was in with my last student teaching and this, I've kept that very personal to me and just taken the time to get to know the children. Last course, there was a student that started brand new into the class that he just was very defeated and just felt that everybody was going to hate him. And I took the time to get to know him and and then find out what he was interested in and pair him up with a friend that was also interested in the same thing, and he began to see how he was part of that community of the classroom, even though he was the new student in the room. This current class, they've also had a new student start. He came in very distressed. The prior class school didn't know how to support him. He was nonverbal. He's nonverbal, struggles with completing tasks, has lots of tantrums. So getting to know, taking the time to find out, he would also, the few words that he did say, he would shout out fruits. And I would take that time and I was like, okay, this is obviously something he's interested in. So I found a bucket of little pieces of fruit that he could match up together sort of as a fidget. And that was sort of a release for him. So when I brought those items in, his little face just lit up with so much excitement. So it was so good to see. And in this last week, he's been able to stay focused and sit at the table and do some work tasks. You know, it's the small steps that will lead up to the bigger steps to allow him to hopefully successfully become successful in his academic as well as his emotional states. So that's why I'm so deeply rooted in the fact that you've got to let them know that they're loved and they're supported emotionally and socially and physically before they can be expected to approach academics as such. And that's the way God looks at us as well. He wants us to know that we are loved first. So that's why I do think that that's one of my approaches in the way I will keep that going in my future classroom. Technology. There's technology around us. I mean, I'm videoing on this phone right now, and there's iPads in the classrooms and computers and smart boards and all of these different things that they can do. But technology is also just the different supports that we can provide the children, from communication boards to letting them show us how they learn best through these technology tools. As I said, I look forward to working in a classroom here in the future. I'm You know, I know that I have a lot more to learn and grow, and I know I'm going to learn that from the kids and from my peer teachers when I get into a team environment, and I have learned a lot from Grand Canyon. Thank you.